Hello Insight users, my name is Ben and I'm the Head of Software Development at Doug. It's been a great privilege to help drive the development of Insight this past year, and as 2021 draws to a close, I'd like to give you a quick recap of the year that was, have a brief look at some of the new features from the past year's release notes that might have been easy to miss, and take a sneak peek at one or two features that are just around the corner. In 2021, Doug's development team produced 16 major releases from over 140 internal releases given to our test teams. Several thousand improvements were made to Insight behind the scenes, driven by our desire to be responsive to your feedback and continually improve not only the quality of your results, but the performance and productivity of your Insight projects. With so many releases throughout the year, so many new features, and, frankly, so many release notes, it can be easy to miss the release of a new feature which might make a significant improvement to your project workflows. So please, sit back and allow me to introduce some of my favorites from 2021. The process of creating a horizon from a volume's headers is now far simpler. From the Map View's Operations tab, choose Header Extraction. Select the volume to extract headers from, and then one or more headers to extract. Extracting multiple headers is more efficient, requiring only a single pass through the input volume. When extracting multiple headers, they can be written to independent horizons or to multiple properties within a single horizon. It's now possible to extract samples from a pair of volumes using a horizon and display them as vectors in the map view. Under the Maps Display tab, enable the Show Vector Map option to begin configuring a vector map. Specify data sources for both the vector direction in degrees and the vector length. Scaling for the length values is defined by the input volume's display settings. Annotating Maps just got a whole lot easier. The new callout shape type clearly marks features on your map for quick labeling in reports. Multiple annotations can now be drawn on the map quickly using the Annotation toolbar. From the Map View's Draw tab, click on one of the shape buttons and then just start drawing. New shapes are given automatic names, so annotation can continue uninterrupted. Press Escape to stop picking the current shape, click elsewhere, and start drawing the next shape. A polygon can now be created which encapsulates the outline of and empty spaces within a horizon. While viewing the horizon in the map view, right-click and choose Create Polygon from Horizon. Polygons can also now be resized by a constant amount. Right-click on a polygon and select Expand Contract from the Create options. Name the new polygon, select whether it should be expanded or contracted, and specify the required distance. When working with crossplots, we commonly want to show trends in our data, and to support this, Insight now includes regression lines. To add linear and polynomial regressions, visit the Regression tab from within your crossplot. After creating a new regression line, specify the type of equation, whether to constrain it to a region on the crossplot, and the preferred view settings. New features have been added to support creation of octave panels and other side-by-side QCs. As an example, we'll create octave panels through a couple of easy steps. First, add a frequency split process. This will generate multiple outputs, one for each selected band. Next, select multiple of these outputs, right-click, and send them to a new panel group. In the view, select the new panel group, and all inputs are now shown side by side, and the navigation between them is linked. To edit these panels, or create and maintain different types of side-by-side views, visit the Groups tab. Panel groups also include options to modify how the panels are labeled or the order in which panels should appear. The Data Manager now includes the Well Manager, a tool to manage all wells in your project. Wells can be searched for in a number of ways, whether filters on common properties or even all wells within a region. Wells that you own can be edited directly and in bulk. Perform a query to generate a subset of the wells of interest simply by typing in a search column. To view all markers common to this set of wells, we can choose to show markers from the list of well components, and then show only the unique markers from this set. Here we can rapidly modify default markers or remove unnecessary entries. Our changes aren't applied immediately, in case we want to undo, but when we're ready, we can commit these changes straight into our project. The 3D view now supports a simple, easy-to-use Keyframe Editor. This can be used to craft and record animations for presentations. In the View tab, create an animation. Move the frame marker to a new location, manipulate the 3D view as required, and insert a new keyframe. The visibility of products in your view is recorded with each keyframe, so animations can show and hide key features of interest. An animation can be played in real time interactively. For even better results, an animation can be exported to an external file for sharing with others or adding to PowerPoint. Additional options in context menus support more advanced keyframe management. Consult the help for more information. In the next few weeks, we will be introducing a custom process module to Insight. For the first time, we'll be able to code our own Python processes directly from the control panel. This easy-to-use module is focused on simple record-by-record processing, which isn't just for cluster jobs. We can use this to build interactive transformations and see the results of our code update live. To get started, we select Custom Process when creating a new process. Some example code is generated for us which simply pipes the input data through. Just like any built-in process, we can view its interactive output as we configure it. Only, in this case, we're directly editing process code. And we're not limited to hard-coded values either. To build a custom process which other users can benefit from, we can add parameters, reference their values in our code, and then, when users want to run our code, they can do so through a simple, familiar user interface. How do they find our process? Simple. We publish it as a custom process template. Create a template, give it a name, and any user can benefit from it simply by choosing it from a list. Insight today is better than ever thanks to your feedback and continued support, and I can't wait to share some even more exciting changes that are just around the corner. To see demos of new features like those we just looked at, check out the new software news page on our website or our new Doug Insight channels on social media platforms like LinkedIn and Twitter. And thank you for trusting us with your projects this past year. On behalf of the software team and all of Doug, I wish you happy holidays and all the very best for 2022.